Welcome to the Rare History Channel. 12 Facts about Mobster Lucky Luciano. Charles Lucky Luciano, a well-known Sicilian mobster, is considered the father of modern organized crime due to his involvement in the heroin trade. His influence reached international scale. Fact number 1. Bootlegging moonshine. Luciano made a name for himself during the time of Prohibition. Alcohol was illegal at the time, which gave him and other mobsters an opportunity to bootleg it, in addition to the other illegal substances they were already distributing underground. Luciano bribed politicians and police, imported alcohol from all over the world and made a name for himself in New York. Number 2. Lucky Luciano's early years. Luciano was born Salvatore Luciana in 1897 in the Sicilian sulfur mining town of Lecura. When he was 10, his family immigrated to New York, where by age 14 Luciano had racked up a record of arrests. Did you know? Gangster Charles Luciano told various stories about how he got his nickname Lucky. Most involved escapes from murderous attacks, like one in 1929 that gave him his scarred chin and drooping right eye. The nickname has also been attributed to gambling luck, or to a simple mispronunciation of his last name. Number 3. The Commission. Luciano took it upon himself to set up the Mafia's ruling body. It was called the Commission. It operated much like the Supreme Court operates in that the Commission was responsible for handling gang disputes. Number 4. Running the mob from jail. Luciano's new position of standing made him the target of special prosecutors. Evidence was gathered against him and he was arrested. After a brief escape and then recapture, Luciano was tried and convicted of the charges against him. Luciano was sent to prison but continued to rule the mob family from behind bars. Number 5. Relaying messages. Different mobsters would visit Luciano in prison and relay his messages to the mob family. These men were called family counselors. The family counselor was not always known, so Luciano was able to direct the affairs through these counselors for quite some time. Number 6. A deal with the U.S. government. During World War II, the U.S. government reportedly struck a secret deal with the imprisoned Luciano. Luciano helped to provide Mafia assistance to counter filtration attacks, to influence international resistance groups and to participate in the liberation of Sicily, among other activities. In exchange for his participation, Luciano was allowed to continue leading his mob family from prison. Number 7. Conditional early release. In exchange for his help in times of war, Luciano was released from prison early on the condition that he returned to Sicily and not to the streets of New York. Number 8. The Havana Conference. Luciano secretly moved from Sicily to Cuba, where he worked to resume control over American Mafia operations. Luciano made his money in the tourism and gambling trades. Those who were close to him were responsible for ensuring that the mob money was well invested and that money was made. The Havana Conference was the name of the week-long conference between mobsters that took place. One member, Bugsy Siegel, was unable to successfully run his Las Vegas casino and was, therefore, assassinated. Number 9. Battle for the top spot in the American mob. A battle over the top spot in the American mob led to betrayal. Information as to Luciano's whereabouts was leaked to the American government and he was forced to return to Italy. Luciano set up a number of different smuggling schemes, but none of them really made a big impact. Number 10. Betraying the mob. Luciano was desperate to be back in America. When he heard that his position as the boss of mob bosses was in jeopardy, he turned the other mob boss into authorities. This set forth a chain of reactions that would lead to the incarceration of several more mob bosses as well as increased police undercover involvement in the Mafia. Number 11. Model mobster. Luciano eventually became the model mobster. He directed criminal behaviors with other highly influential mob bosses. He controlled rackets in New York that included gambling, bookmaking, loan sharking, drug trafficking and extortion. Luciano also believed in the brotherhood of the mob, stressing the importance of rituals and the oath of silence as part of making those who were a part of the mob feel like they needed to belong. Number 12. Lucky Luciano's legacy. From his base in Naples, Luciano's American influence slowly waned. In 1957, Vito Genovese took over and gave his name to the Luciano crime family. The same year, Luciano convened a meeting in Palermo between Italian and American mafiosi. They planned a new push to sell narcotics in white and black blue-collar communities, with the Italian gangs, who lacked American criminal records, paying rent to operate in the American family's territories. Luciano died of a heart attack in the Naples airport on January 26, 1962. He was finally allowed to return to his beloved United States for burial.